radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description. Hey faves, and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. It is a different vibe over here because today we're tapping into the sign of Libra. For your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements, wherever you have the Libra placement in your chart, you can apply this to. Before you get started, check me out on Etsy in the description below for your protection. That's the only place you can get a private reading from me. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel and check out my completely free radio show every other Monday. It is live at 5 p.m. Eastern. We pull cards, we listen to music, and playbacks are on there for last week's show, so you can hear everything, all the message for each zodiac. And yeah, let's get into it, Libra. Let's see what's going on with you guys. Interesting. This is cool. You guys may be getting some super cool downloads this week, and it's funny because as I said that, I saw like the numbers, like, you know, the matrix, like how you see like the numbers and letters. Maybe it's numbers and letters or just numbers, but it's like a black background and it's like streaming green numbers. I saw that, so super cool. You guys may have some light activation or some super cool downloads coming up. This is different. I just heard this is different. Okay, let's get right into that. We have Saint Kumara with light activation. Shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. Wow. Some of you guys may know light language. You may want to look into that, but I feel like you guys would effortlessly understand light language. So that's something cool you may want to look into. We have Sephiroth B with Ascension. This one says, move into your true self, rise above the darkness, the light is here. Wow. I'm getting like this image. I'm literally hearing a tomb open right now. This is super, super cool. I love when I do spreads and you guys activate downloads for me and different spiritual things for me. Yeah, there's definitely an energy being released right now, and you are a receptor of it, and you would have had to done the work to get to this place where you'd be able to understand this light language and receive this code and ascend and be able to, it's kind of like a cell tower and you're being pinged by it and you can understand the signals and messages that it's giving to you. That just sent a chill through my body because it's so super cool. Wow. Okay, we have Melchizedek with higher learning. You have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to progress. So yeah, you guys, now that you're ascending, now that you have this whole new, I don't even know what to call this, shoot, like area in your life, or, you know, now that you've just, I hope that just made me think of Area 51. Wow, there's definitely some communication happening with you guys right now. But now that you have this new, like, I don't know what to call this, information, these new downloads that are unlocking this new part of your brain that's kind of being activated. Yeah, now you're gonna have to study again. It's like starting at square one because you're in this new kind of place here. We have Lord Ganesh with infinite abundance. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. So cool, you see. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. So if you find yourself feeling very emotional for no reason, it may be because your guides are kind of cycling out. I forget who I was talking to about this. Maybe Virgo, I think. Yeah, Virgo. But there's different guides that will help you in different points in your life. And for them, they had a really like hard message because their guides were very, very powerful and very strong, and they weren't guides that will like kind of like give you the baby treatment, baby you, support you, oh it's okay. No, they got some serious stuff going on, but it's because of the opportunities that they're walking into. They need that strength and they need powerful, you know, guides around them. And I feel kind of similar for you guys too. So there are guides that are leaving your life and you're going to feel that, because whether or not you've seen your guides, whether or not, you know, it depends on how strong of a connection you've made with your guides or your spiritual team, but you're going to feel like something is missing. You're going to feel maybe cut off, and it's going to be replaced by a different energy. So it's going to take some getting used to. You may have a literal physical response to that is what I'm saying, or an emotional response. We have Bridget It's so crazy because depending on your guides, you may desire different things. Like if you have like more loving guides, you may want to go through this phase of being a more loving being. But if you have these guides that are super hardcore and or super ancient, or you know, they may have different priorities. So they may be like really like, you may like turn into a gym rat all of a sudden. Like all of a sudden gym is life, you know? Do you even lift? Like you guys may have a different perspective, and it's because of the influence of these guides. It's super cool. Maybe we'll do a discussion about that one day. But anyways, we have Bridget with inner strength. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. So you are the one leading this. Wow, that is so cool. Like they're living through you, I'm feeling. What is this? I am so grateful to have a Libra moon right now and to be a part of this energy, because I'm like, this is so freaking cool. Like it really feels like you guys have a higher purpose. Wow, so cool. All right, let's see what else is going on. This feels very crown chakra, third eye chakra as well. I'll say this feels very, very, very crown. Like you guys may be doing some interdimensional travel. It could even happen during the day, you guys. You could end up seeing a portal. Like it's so crazy how these energies, like the veil is really thinning out with this stuff to the point where it's 3D in your 3D life. Things are happening. But yeah, I want to see like, you know, maybe what's going on all levels, because 3D feels very, yeah, we have the Lovers in reverse. That's what I was saying. Like relationships in the 3D may suffer right now because of what you're kind of being initiated into. It definitely feels like initiation. This feels like some higher level stuff here, like, and yeah, with the Emperor card that just came out, like people aren't going to understand it. So you're going to have to be a little, I don't want to say harsh with people, but they're just not, it's going to be very hard maybe for you to communicate with people in the 3D with this new download that you have, because it's like, it's just different. It's just different. You're going to have to be very in control of your emotions these days. There is more responsibility. There's a higher response, like, how can I word this? Like there's a higher level of, there's higher expectations of you right now, Libra. You're taking the lead on something, and you have all these energies that you're working with, all of these energies that you're responsible for, and technically they all have their own different missions, but they all kind of are interweaved and come together, and there's just a lot going on. Okay, so let's start with the Seven of Swords and the Strength card in reverse. You're definitely not used to having all this responsibility, so you may be tempted to kind of screw it off and say, this is my life, I'm going to do what I want to do with it. I hope you don't, because I will say you're working with some energies right now that I don't want to say are more powerful than you, but you will definitely feel the effects. Like, do you want to piss this guy off? I wouldn't want to piss him off. And it's funny because, you know, the Bridget with the inner strength reminds you that you are in the lead here. But I mean, I guess if anything, maybe they'll just choose another person to kind of work through. But that's how this feels. Like it feels like you've caught the attention of a spirit or an energy, and it wants to work through you and with you, but you may not be comfortable with that. So you may be trying to manifest something 3D. Like you're like, I have all this power right now, I'm going to attract to me like the perfect partner, and the universe is like, this is just not the time. And some of you are very uncomfortable with that message. The way that they communicate is also different. Like I am so drawn to this Zephyrus B here. I am so drawn to that because I can hear something right now, and it's like I can hear the voices that are speaking to you right now, and it's like very controlling and dominating, but it's just very powerful. And it's like some of you guys aren't liking this pressure from outside of you telling you what to do, and it's not really telling you what to do because it's for this higher purpose and this higher plan that you should be able to see, being that you've ascended and you've gotten these downloads and light activation. But some of you are kind of straddling the fence between 3D and fully moving into the crown space. Anyways, we have the Page of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles here. So this is very interesting. This is very interesting. They have a lot of, you know, they're putting a lot of trust in you right now. Not because, honestly, they necessarily feel like you can carry out the job, but they kind of had to release somewhere and trust someone. This is very interesting. This is some higher level stuff you're dealing with here. Okay, Four of Pentacles in reverse, and I'm trying to figure it out. I'm so curious. And the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So there's an element of being in control, an element of not being in control. What do we have at the bottom of the deck? The Death card, yeah. The older version of you is no longer present. Wow. There's an ending here. There's also a beginning. Let's see what's going on in love, even though the energies around you honestly don't want you to focus on that. This is hilarious. Separation and let your friends help you is what came out. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon is what it says at the bottom of Separation. You're going to start to go through some things, Libra, and it may be hard for the person that you're with, or you know, new romantic interests who want your attention, who want to spend time with you. It may be hard for them to communicate with you, understand you right now, like get through to you, and it's because you don't want that. You're working on something else. It's not even that you necessarily don't want it. Most of you feel the weight of the downloads that are coming through, of this spiritual upgrade that's coming through that not everyone is getting. That's what I'm saying. You've done so much work, done so much reading. You know, you've taken this spiritual ascension, you know, seriously. You've sought out new information and you've gotten downloads. Either that or you're just the freaking chosen one, which I don't think. I think this is like an effort. Like, it took a lot for you guys to get to this place to even be worthy or compatible, I'll say, with this download. So most of you, you know that, you know, this is what you should do. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. The universe is basically saying, make friends with your guides right now. Like, I don't feel like that's telling you to hang out with people. Like I said, this feels very crown chakra. It doesn't feel very, it does not feel very 3D. The High Priestess. Wow, yeah, for sure. Wow, the High Priestess and the Star. So you'll get your chance, you'll get your opportunity, but it's kind of like we got the important stuff to deal with first, and then you'll have your opportunity to use the energy after you've accomplished, you know, what needed to be accomplished. It's like you'll have your opportunity to command the energy whatever way you want to get your wish fulfillment. But first, we have the High Priestess. Mediate and turn inward to discover your soul's true desire. This is not the time for action. Develop your intuitive gifts and trust the wisdom that you receive. So yeah, that's what I was feeling, like tapping into the energy. Like I said, it feels like some of it is kind of ancient. Like I feel like you're connecting with ancient energies that are kind of being reawoken through you. And it's like, you know, to be honest, with all this like tomb raiding and tomb, you know, like how there's in the news, like, oh, ancient, you know, Egyptian burials being redug up. Look, here's the corpse. Like, that's not it. That's not it. That's some real deal stuff you're dealing with there. And through these awakening of energies, or these revealing of energies that are buried underneath the surface, you know, the more you dig, the more you'll find. And it's just, there's a lot. And these energies are being released or revealed and reintegrated. And yeah, I'm not even going to get into it. So hard not to get into it with this spread, because there's so much you guys are diving into. The Star, have faith that the future is bright, dreams come true, positive changing changes that bring an end to challenging times, the light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah. Wow, you guys, this is a big deal. It's almost like hush hush. Like, I almost don't want to talk about it because I'm like, to some degree, you do have to, you know, gatekeep certain information. You can't put everything out there. You try to put out enough to help people, but you don't want to speak about everything, because then people who look at certain things as just conspiracy theory get involved, and it loses the point. Some things can lose their value or get lost in the sauce of, you know, entertainment. And it's like, this is real. Yeah. Look at this, you guys. You guys are gonna have fun. I'm super excited for you. Full moon in Aries, a fiery climax approaches, so you'll see it when it's here. But for those of you who really resonate with this message, who haven't clicked off yet, this is your message, and you're gonna see it. We have the 3rd quarter moon and the 1st quarter moon. Interesting. Even where you are in the moon phases is so interesting to me. 3rd quarter moon, adjustments are required. 1st quarter moon, your commitment is being tested. So yeah, I would say make some space for these energies, make some space for these downloads that are coming through for you. For some of you guys, like I said, you're going to be very tempted, Strength card with the 7 of Swords, to kind of, you know, use this energy to kind of, or this opportunity to focus on something else. And if you're really in an ascended spot, you will use this energy correctly and you'll do the right thing, but adjustments are required. Make some space. Your commitment is being tested. If you get distracted on this path, I'm actually not going to pull from here. I feel like pulling from this one. If you get distracted on this path, you may end up, you know, losing the opportunity for this. We have the good kind that just came out. Yeah, this is like the good kind of surprises, the good kind of fear, the good kind of, it's a bit scary, but it's like the best kind of scary. This is super cool. We have manifesting and doing, and then we have imbalance. Absolutely. So this is about knowing when the time and the place is for certain things. Befriend, the word polarize, and fearless expression. So yeah, you may have to, you know, create some boundaries between you and people at this time. Fearless expression, this is about being fearless and allowing these energies to kind of manifest in your life and do their thing without being afraid that, you know, you're somehow going to end up hurt from the situation, or you're somehow, you know, this is about releasing fear. It's gonna be a crazy ride for you guys. That's what I got for you. Check me out on Etsy in the description below. If you'd like your own private tarot reading for your protection, that's the only place you can get a private reading from me. Also, check out my completely free radio show. It's every other Monday. It is live at 5 p.m. Eastern time. We pull cards for every zodiac sign. We listen to music. It's fun. It's a vibe. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel. And I love you, Libra. Be careful what you wish for. And I will see you in the next one. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description.